two things that I'd like you to take from today's presentation. First and foremost is commercial impact and support. When I say support, it's financial support, technical support, and support with the bid writing. If I step back a little bit, Ixion is a not-for-profit organisation owned by a charity, and that charity is a £160 million university, the Anglian Ruskin Group Universities, Cambridge, Chelmsford and Peterborough. The reason why I'm here today is we want to be looking to work in partnership with NXD. It's quite complementary with what we do and the things that you guys undertake. My focus today is very much to talk about Horizon 2020, European grant funding. How many of you guys are aware of European grant funding? Yeah? Excellent. Some of you. Horizon 2020 has taken over Framework Programme 7. I want to congratulate first and foremost the European Commission, because the biggest thing that they've done in terms of changing from Framework Programme 7 to Horizon 2020 is actually listening to the SME community. The SME community, there's strong commercial, technical, manufacturing sectors within the SME community, and what Horizon 2020 are looking to do is to very much tap into the SME community, and that could be through various different funding models. And first and foremost, the funding model which I want to talk about is the SME instrument and Eurostars. The SME instrument actually sits within the industrial leadership and societal pillars of Horizon 2020. There's 70 billion euros available, not specifically for SMEs, but within this pot of funding. What Ixion are very good at is getting access to that. For the SME community, there's three phases for the SME instrument. Phase 1 is technical and market feasibility. So there's funds available for that. Phase 2 is the development of prototype, upskilling, miniaturization of a specific product or a process, and then there's phase 3, commercialization. I think some of the benefits for yourselves is grant funding, you don't have to pay it back. It's not a loan. Okay? There's no dilution of equity for your business. It enables you to develop competitive advantage. It enables the SME to very much focus on medium to long-term strategy in terms of where does the business want to be? Where does the business want to go? It also focuses on coaching. Now, most of you guys are non-exec directors here. You look after your own. You have to look after your own organisation. There's a specific coaching scheme. The biggest change is the European Commission are really much focused on impact, commercial impact. How am I going to get my product out into the marketplace? And once a project has been funding, there's a mentor or a coach that will go through the process of getting the project or the process out into the marketplace. Commercial impact, please bear that in mind. 70% of project costs are paid for by the European Commission. Okay? 25% overhead on top of that. So typically, 95% of costs are paid for by the EC. Typical projects are anything from, say, 500k right up to 2 million euros. There's also smaller funding pots available, regional funding here in the UK and national funding from Innovate UK, things that you guys probably be aware of, but then UK and national funding bodies. The second funding stream available for businesses is Eurostars. Okay, I don't know whether anybody is aware of Eurostars. That focus is very much big R, small d, up to the value of 2 million euros, and they're looking to fund research capable SMEs. Okay, so SMEs that are technically astute, have an engineering team in place, that aspire to really go above and beyond their competitors. With the SME instrument, in comparison, the funding is slightly smaller, and the emphasis is very much research as opposed to development on the SME instrument. Okay, what are the benefits and what are the type of companies that the EC are looking for? They are looking for innovative SMEs in a multitude of sectors: aerospace, automotive, manufacturing, technology, advanced engineering, advanced manufacturing, materials, space. Some of the societal factors, things like healthcare, food, security, those are some of the key areas that the EC are looking to fund. What's preventing SMEs in applying for these grants? Well, one of the things that I've experienced over the 8 years of doing this is I don't have the time. I'm so focused on the day-to-day running of my business. I don't have a long-term strategy in place as to how am I looking to grow my business. I'm fighting it each day as it comes. My competitors are catching up. Well, I always state to businesses, well, there's money available, there's support available to really go above and beyond your competitors. One of the things that Ixion provides for businesses is to very much counteract that. And that's very much looking at ways in which we can support you and the SME community in numerous different ways. That is, A, validating your concept, validating your project idea. One of the things Ixion does is we actually go through this filtering process. One of the reasons why our success rates are so high is because we actually turn a lot of business away because their project idea is not good enough. Okay? So we go through the process of due diligence, technical due diligence. We also find partners. One of the biggest changes from Framework Programme 7 to Horizon 2020, individual SMEs can apply for this funding. So you don't have to have collaborative partners across Europe. It would help, but you don't have to do that. Okay? Secondly, with the Eurostars call, you require 3 collaborative partners across Europe. With that in mind, we assist in finding the right partners. A lot of SMEs find it difficult to partner with some large organisations. One of the things that we actually do at Ixion is find the right partners to get your product out into the marketplace. I can give you a quick case study. Most recently, a plane went down in the, I think is it the Atlantic near Australia? Couldn't find it. We met with an SME that have got this fantastic project idea using sonar bells to identify where the black box is. Now, we actually contacted, who the 2 of the largest airline manufacturers are. We actually contacted one of them, and they're part of the project. The project's now been funded. So the opportunity to work with some of the big major players, you can do this through the process of R&D funding. We also help submit the project, we write the bid, but more importantly, we get involved with the bureaucracy, the red tape, the paperwork, so you guys don't have to get involved in that. And that's what prevents organisations, SMEs especially, to go through this process, is the ball ache of putting the bid together, the ball ache of submitting the project, contract negotiations between the European Commission and the partners that are in the project. We actually cover that for you. But we also get involved in project management if you want us to do that. The biggest change from Framework Programme 7 to Horizon 2020 is they encourage SMEs to project manage. But some SMEs have never had the experience to do that, so we can actually provide that support for them. So 2 things I want you guys to get out from today is the European Commission are interested in working with SMEs. UK PLC should get a slice of this cake. We really should. Don't feel frightened to actually go through this process. There is support available, and there's money available. Let's try and get some of that. If you've got any questions, please feel free to talk to me throughout the networking session. Thank you very much for listening.
Thanks.